St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner, so today let's make an amazing no-bake boozy pie to celebrate. Hi there foodie friends, my name is Carly and welcome back to my channel, Adventures in Yum. Oh, you didn't expect me to wait until the end to try this one, did you? It's too good for that. Here's how to make it. First, we're going to make the Oreo crust. We start by separating the cream centers and cookies of about 30 mint Oreos. We take the cookies and turn them into fine crumbs. I personally love using a food processor, but you can always use a plastic bag and rolling pin. To a medium mixing bowl, we add the 2 cups or about 260 grams of Oreo cookie crumbs we just crushed and a 1/4 cup or 50 grams of granulated sugar. Briefly mix them together and then add 1 stick or 1/2 cup or 110 grams of melted unsalted butter and mix until well combined. I also decided to add an 1/8 teaspoon of salt to enhance the flavor and temper sweetness. We spray our pie pan with non-stick cooking spray. This pie plate was about 9 inches or about 23 centimeters in diameter. We poured the Oreo cookie mixture into the pan and then pressed the mixture into a flat layer on the bottom of the pan and up the sides until everything looks pretty even. We then place that in the refrigerator while we work on the filling. For our filling, we're making a chocolate and Bailey's pastry cream. So we're starting by adding 1 cup or 273 milliliters of whole milk and 1 cup or 273 milliliters of original Bailey's to a medium saucepan and placing it on medium heat until the milk mixture starts to simmer, which should take approximately 5 to 8 minutes. While the milk mixture heats on the stove to a medium-sized mixing bowl with 1/2 cup or 100 grams of granulated sugar, we add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 cup or about 40 grams of cornstarch, and then we give that a quick whisk. Then we're adding 6 large egg yolks and whisking until the mixture lightens in color. Once the milk simmers, we whisk the egg mixture vigorously while slowly pouring some of the milk mixture into the bowl. Once about half or so of the milk is added, we're whisking the remaining milk in the pan while adding the egg and milk mixture back into the saucepan. We then place the pan back on the stove over a medium heat and frequently whisk the mixture. Once the mixture thickens, cook for an additional 20 to 30 seconds or so. We then remove the pan from the stove and add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 cup or about 1/2 stick or 55 grams of unsalted butter, and about 1/2 cup or 3 ounces or 85 grams of dark chocolate chips. We whisk these ingredients into the pastry cream until well combined and the chocolate is completely melted. We then strain the pastry cream through a fine mesh sieve and into a large mixing bowl. Next, we pour the pastry cream onto our cookie crust and make sure to smooth everything out, and then we place a layer of plastic wrap or cling film over the top of the pastry cream, making sure to gently press the plastic wrap onto the top of the pastry cream. This will ensure that no film or skin forms on the top of the pastry cream. We then let the pastry cream cool at room temperature for about 5 to 10 minutes and then place the pie in the refrigerator. We then let that set in the fridge for a couple of hours. To make the mint and white chocolate ganache, to a microwave safe bowl with 3/4 cup or about 6 ounces or 168 grams of white chocolate chips, add a 1/4 cup or about 68 milliliters of heavy whipping cream. Heat in the microwave in increments of 20 to 30 seconds, making sure to stir the mixture between each heating. Once all the chocolate is completely melted, add about 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of mint extract, and a tiny bit of green food gel color. Mix that together and adjust the color as needed. We then remove the plastic wrap from our pie and pour the ganache over the top. We make sure to have the ganache coat the entire top, pop any large air bubbles, and ensure a nice flat surface. We then carefully cover this with plastic wrap and place it back in the refrigerator to completely set. Before we finish this scrumdiddlyumptious pie, if you're getting value out of this video, then please make sure to hit that like button, click subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified about my latest video. Next, we're preparing some stabilized whipped cream. I love to use the recipe from Tatiana's Everyday Food. We start by adding a 1/3 cup or approximately 67 grams of granulated sugar and 1 cup or 273 milliliters of heavy whipping cream. We whip this together until we achieve soft peaks. We then add 2 teaspoons of water and 1 teaspoon of powdered gelatin to a microwave safe bowl, and microwave that until the gelatin completely dissolves. This should take about 20 to 40 seconds. While mixing, we slowly drizzle the mixture into the whipped cream and whip until it almost achieves stiff peaks. Then we add an optional 1 teaspoon of mint extract or vanilla extract. I forgot to film that part, and then we finish whipping until we achieve stiff peaks. Now we're ready to put everything together. We arrange 12 halved mint Oreos around the outer perimeter of the pie, making sure to space them as equally as possible. Then we're using a piping bag fitted with a Wilton 2D piping tip to pipe small dollops of the whipped cream between each of the Oreos. Finally, we're simply topping it off with some green sugar sprinkles. Make sure that you only add the sprinkles when you're ready to serve the pie. And there you have it, a boozy Shamrock Shake cookie pie. It tastes as incredible as it looks. It has a really nice flavor combo between the chocolate, Baileys, and mint, with the Oreo crust providing a slightly crunchy texture that goes perfectly with the creamy fillings. As you can see here, I was too excited, so I decorated and cut the pie before the white chocolate ganache layer was completely set. To fix this, I would either let it set overnight instead of just a few hours, and or add an extra quarter cup or 2 ounces or about 56 grams of white chocolate to help it set better. But the taste was still awesome. I hope that you give this pie a try because it is so delicious. Let me know in the comments how you enjoy this recipe. If you're interested in checking out some of the products I used in this video, then please make sure to also check the description below for their Amazon links. Thank you so much for joining me today, foodie friends. I'll see you next time for another yummy adventure. And go make yourself some pie. So good. Is there anything better than chocolate and mint?